What's up everybody? Brian Tong here and welcome to my home. And you know, I've been a new recent homeowner just a couple of years ago, but I was always trying to figure out, okay, what security system should I go with? And I've been kind of waiting for the ecosystems to figure themselves out. I own a Nest thermostat for what, 4 or 5 years. I have a Nest Hub, so everything lined up to be like, hey, I think it makes sense. You gotta go Google Nest. So I decided to partner up with my friends from Home Depot. And what do we have here in front of me? We got the Nest Doorbell wireless. I've been waiting for something just like this forever. We got the Nest Cam with the Floodlight and also the Nest Cam wired for indoor use. We're gonna unbox all 3 of these things, go around my house and set them up and show you kind of how to do it and really kind of create my first ever smart home security system. So let's go. Hold on. I gotta take these with me. Okay. All right, so we are here in, let's call it the unboxing studio. I have the Nest Doorbell here, I have the Nest Cam with the Floodlight, and then I have the Nest Cam wired here. So let's just kind of unbox these and kind of find out what's inside. I know this is the big boy, but you know, I'm juiced up about the Nest Doorbell, you know, completely wireless with the battery. So I figure, hey, let's go explore this guy first. Let's just rip off the plastic. And here we go. Ooh, I love the design here. I love how simplistic and like classy it looks. Ooh, that is super nice. Here you go, hands-on, right? It's gonna shoot in a 3:4 vertical video ratio. It has the ability to detect people, packages, animals, and familiar faces as well. So this is just a nice looking piece. And there is no, there's no wires in this box because it's completely battery based. You'll have even here the mount. This is the bracket where I will screw into the wall. And then here's the cord, the cable for charging it when it needs to be charged. But again, completely wireless. And you can even see the USB-C port right back here for charging. Let's go Nest Cam indoor, right? So this is retails $99. I forgot to say that the Nest Doorbell is $179. Take off the plastic. Oh! I love all of the Nest design. I mean, their industrial design here is so clean. I mean, look at here. I'm gonna pull this little tab off so we can see actually the Nest Cam. This is the Nest Cam wired, so primarily more for indoor use. But look at this thing. Look at how sick this looks. You have the adjustable stand here, so you'll be able to kind of put it anywhere in your home. This USB cable will then eventually go into the power adapter right in here. And of course, it's like this super slick circular white plug. And then you have different screws here if you want to, lock it down or mount it to like a wall in your home. $99 here, the Nest Cam with the cable here, all right? The big kahuna, this is the Nest Cam with the Floodlight. This is $279 retail. We can see it in all its glory. Here we go. Am I gonna be strong enough for this? Here we go. It almost looks like a robot with arms, punching arms. But here you go. Oh, this is so nice. Here's the wire connection in the back. So you'll need to have a power line running to this to support power for it. But then check out how cool this is. These are the floodlights, obviously, right? When you look at them. And then the actual Nest Cam part of this just clings right on here. And then it's up to you to kind of change its orientation, the angle that you want it. Oh, this is real nice. It's got a good hefty weight to it as well. These are LED lights. And then, like I said, it detects activity, records it, I think, up to 3 hours. Here's the mount that you'll have to attach to the wall outside where you'll likely drill holes and then screw it in. And then once you get all that done, you will pop this all in and boom. Just a sick, sweet collection ready to kind of set up the smart home. So, hey, we unboxed them. I say let's go and start installing these things. Woo! Okay, everybody, so we just finished up the unboxings of the Nest products, but I figured let's kind of start in the home, inside, for setting up this security system. And this is obviously like the fireplace area, but I think what makes it a great spot is that from this vantage point, you can really see kind of most of the entire living area. There's even a back window that you could see any activities that's happening there. So to me, the no-brainer here is obviously the Nest Cam with the wire for indoor use. Put it somewhere like, you know, maybe right here. You have the 135-degree field of view. You also have 1080p HDR video. So I think that's a perfect spot to place this here. But before we do that, right, we need to set these up with the Google Home app. So we're gonna walk through that process, show you kind of how it works for this, and then it'll, for the most part, translate across the other devices. And then we'll kind of go to the different spots in my house to get these all set up. All right, so we have the Nest Cam wired here. We have my phone, and I'm gonna open up the Google Home app here. And where I wanna go to actually is, I wanna add a new device. So I'm gonna hit on the plus sign, and I'm gonna go to Setup Device. And under Setup Device, I'm gonna go to New Devices, and it's going to start looking for devices initially, okay? And as it's doing this, it kind of does some shapes and fun things. All right, it says, what are you setting up? I'm setting up a camera. I'm gonna hit camera. And it's gonna say Nest Cam outdoor or indoor with battery, Nest Cam with floodlight, Nest Cam wired 2nd generation. That's what we have, so I'm gonna hit that. And when I unboxed it, there was a sticker that was over the lens that had a QR code, so I'm gonna take that sticker here and I'm gonna place it under here for it to scan, and it scanned it properly. It shows the new Nest Cam wired, it identifies it, so I'm gonna hit next. And I'm gonna agree to the terms and usage guidelines and privacy guidelines. And do they want me to help improve it over time? Yes, I'm in. Okay, so now they want me to plug in the camera to the nearest spot that I plan to use it. Okay, so we'll need to do that and go from there, okay? I have the power plug here, obviously the adapter's here. I'm gonna pop this in here and we will plug it in. So I have now the Nest Cam plugged in. It tells me, right, to go next. We got it all detected. Connect to assisting Nest device. Connecting to the Wi-Fi. It's connected. It's finishing it up. There's the magic sound. Okay, it's asking me where is this device, and we're gonna put it in the living room. So I'm gonna hit that. There's a variety of rooms you can choose from depending on your house location, right? But let's go to the living room. I'm gonna hit next. Okay, it says the update is finished. It said I should now see a live video stream, which I do. Let's try and do something tricky here. I'm gonna hold the camera and whoop, it's working. We're getting a live feed here, just like that. A live feed, me on camera. The camera is on. It says a green light will turn on. I have the camera here. You can see the green light. It means it's on and it's ready to go. We were just down. We were literally just down on the floor, kind of getting this all set up. But if I string this wire around here, behind this plant to kind of hide the cable, position it right here, this would probably be the best spot to put this camera, you know, overseeing the entire living room, and it's just right there. The green light is on. So the Nest Cam wired indoors, by far the easiest one to install. All right, so I'm outside, I got all my tools, got my drill, got obviously the Nest Doorbell. So we're gonna kind of do this on the fly and see what happens, okay? Cool. With the Nest Doorbell, I had it measured out for that perfect placement, just right under my mailbox and on the side of the door. I used a drill, I used some screws for the base plate, and this was really straightforward and easy because once it was in place, I just snapped it on and voila, it's good to go. And I got my doorbell cam completely wireless. Then the Nest Cam with floodlight, that's the most complicated of these three to install. You have to have electrical wiring in place. You also need to do some drilling to get the main mount in place. And you really need to make sure it's aligned properly because I had to redo it after I realized it wasn't set straight. I really suggest watching the tutorial videos just so you know what to expect. There's a lot of intricacies here. But once everything is connected, you pop on the Nest Cam with floodlight in place. It feels like an accomplishment. Position the floodlights and look, that thing just looks good. All right, so we are now back in the kitchen and We've unboxed all of the different Nest devices. I've shown you how to set them up, and I put them in different rooms. We have the Nest Cam wired over in the living room. We have the Nest Doorbell with the battery over in the front door, and then we even put up the Nest Cam with the floodlights. So now it's kind of time to see all the fruits of our labor. And so I have a Nest Hub Max here, and I'm just gonna swipe over here, and let's go to our home control. And this will give me the different rooms and the cameras that I have. I'm gonna click on cameras, and we have the front doorbell, we have the living room. Let's take a peek here at this living room camera and see, we should be getting an actual live feed. And if you actually see over here in the corner, if I wave and make a big movement, I'm here. So let's go back now to our other camera feed. We're gonna go check out the front doorbell, and I'm gonna hit here. We can get live video from there as well. It's gonna take a moment, but if you have any type of Nest Hub devices, you'll be able to actually see your camera feeds. And here you go. This is like the night vision. Again, this is, you know, a 3:4 aspect ratio to get that vertical look, but this is the live feed from the camera that we have now. Also, obviously, I told you it detects people, packages, animals. You'll get alerts. And then here's the other thing that's kind of fun to do if we want to kind of take this to the next level. I have my phone here. I can now also, using this app, I'm going to go to my front door, and what's different here is I can see a live feed if I want to, but I can also, through the Google Home app, I can go to my history, and I can actually see different moments where people were, you know, over the past 3 hours, where people were detected by the camera. So I can even track back to go further back here. There's gonna be moments of me. This is probably when I was like setting up the Nest Cam. You can even see my camera gear over there. But this is all just a feed that you can see directly on your phone. So it gives you the ability to, not only through the app, go back in time and see when the camera's detected movement. So really a true comprehensive, you know, security system with multiple cameras in different places. So, you know, this is exciting for me. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this in my house. And that's kind of, you know, a big look at everything we put in. The Nest Cam in the living room, that's $99. We have the Nest Doorbell, the battery version, that is $179 out in the front. And then we also have the Nest Cam with the floodlights, that's $279. And, you know, it's got me thinking that maybe I should probably pop like a camera in the backyard just to kind of cover all my bases and really kind of surround my house. But this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. It just made a lot of sense to work with the Google Nest ecosystem because I already had some of the pieces in place. And now I'm completely outfitted, and it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. And it was, I mean, yeah, it was a lot of work, like doing all the handy stuff, but it was fun. And now, you know, I'm all set and good to go. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for coming to my home and just checking out this whole process. And if you want to find out more, make sure to check out the links provided to learn all about the Google Nest family of products, their specs and disclaimers. And we'll see you on the next video.